Alright, let's talk about one of the biggest entrepreneur killers and one of the biggest reasons people do not reach their full potential. Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's been an insanely busy day. I had a lot of consultations earlier today and then just got back from getting a haircut and a shave, which was much needed. But today I want to talk about one of the biggest entrepreneur killers and why so many entrepreneurs never reach their full potential or never even get started. But first, before you get into the video, if this is your first time here, I'm Braden Wuerch. I'm excited to have you on the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit subscribe. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. Alright guys, so a lot of you probably already guessed it. One of the biggest entrepreneur killers, if not the biggest, is procrastination. And so growing up, when I was in school, I never really was, bad at procrastinating. I would always go ahead and get my homework done and all that pretty quickly. Even in college, I would go ahead and get projects done, get homework done. But even then, growing up, I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always knew I eventually wanted to start a business. But that's exactly what I told myself. I said, years down the road, eventually I'll have a business. Then I went ahead and joined the fire department. I was a firefighter and paramedic, and the same thing happened. I was like, I don't want to retire with the fire department. Eventually I want to own my own business. That's doing pretty well. And but it was always like years down the road. I was always putting it off when I knew I could be getting started. It wasn't until, I really started looking into online businesses and then met people that were doing it in real life that, I got the fire under my tail to get started. So, do not let procrastination go ahead and kill your dreams, because it will. So once I got started with online business and I started in e-commerce and my e-commerce businesses took off, I was then procrastinating with starting my personal brand. And more specifically with YouTube. I had my Facebook page, which is really building up fast, but I always knew I needed to start a YouTube so I could go ahead, give value to people, gain the audience to go ahead and give value, and then for all the benefits of having a personal brand built up over time down the road. But I always put it off. And I've always talked to you guys about how that's one of my biggest regrets, is that I didn't start YouTube sooner. It would have been cool if I would have started while I was still at the fire department, struggling with e-commerce, just getting started. It would have been cool if I had a YouTube and really documented the journey. But it came down to procrastination. So, you can be procrastinating whether starting as an entrepreneur. You can be procrastinating if you already are an entrepreneur and you have other opportunities that you need to be focusing on. So you do not need to let procrastination kill your dreams, because it will. It 100% will if you let it. So what procrastination will do is it'll allow you to miss opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities out there that they have a time frame, just like the stock market, even in e-commerce. Even though the drop shipping business model is not going away, drop shipping with AliExpress is super hot right now, and there's massive opportunity. That opportunity is not going to last forever. Drop shipping through AliExpress might only have a few year time span, and so that could be an opportunity you're missing. So you definitely can miss opportunities. Second, and this is what happened with me, a loss of time. I could have started YouTube. I could have started my entrepreneurial journey much sooner. And it may have taken the years to go ahead, get to the point I'm at now, or I could have hit it sooner. Who knows? And so, you can definitely lose time by not just getting started. And so, that's why I applaud all these 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds that are getting started now. You guys rock. Definitely stay focused. You need to go ahead and make sure that you actually have a source of income while you're getting started. But stay focused and get it, because you guys are starting so young. You've got so much time to really grow this out. That's amazing that you're starting this early, and I wish I would have done that. So one thing to note is that as entrepreneurs, we have so many opportunities thrown in our face. We've got just in the online sector, we've got affiliate marketing, we've got e-commerce, We've got e-commerce through Amazon FBA, e-commerce through drop shipping. There's so many different things. Then you take it outside of there and you've got, inventory held businesses. You've got, your personal brand, everything, all these different ventures. You could be doing the stock market. There's so many different ventures and so many different opportunities that you need to go ahead and prioritize your time. There's only 24 hours in a day, and unfortunately we need sleep. I've been hoping we could finally hack, the fact that we could get past the need of sleep, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. So, you only have a certain amount of time, so you need to go ahead and prioritize with the opportunities. Don't go ahead and, have, 10 things on your plate and then you can never really bring one into fruition because you have too many things on your plate. Next, you need to go ahead and prioritize these, especially in the beginning, by what is going to have the biggest long-term potential and what could really pay off big time in the short term. Especially when starting out, you need to go ahead and start making money so you can become a full-time entrepreneur and have more time to focus on other ventures. Like right now, I've got my digital marketing agency, I've got my drop shipping businesses, and now I've got an actual inventory held business that I'm working on. I'll be talking to you guys about that in the future. I'm still in the very early stages, but I have time to work on different ventures now. In the beginning, I did not. I had, my full-time job with the fire department where we were having to work overtime, and then I was still trying to make drop shipping work. So you need to go ahead and prioritize your time by what is going to be the most lucrative for you in the short term and potentially even the long term. That way you can go ahead and become a full-time entrepreneur and focus your time on a few different things. But don't get overwhelmed with all the opportunities. There's so many different things I wish I could be getting into, but I also know, one, my skill set, two, what I really enjoy, and three, I only have a certain amount of time. So I kind of need to be, I need to be selective with where I put my time. And as entrepreneurs, we all need to do that. We all get the bug to go ahead and, especially once you've already built successful businesses, it's addicting. You want to go ahead and build other successful businesses. You'll learn to love the startup phase and all of that. And so you need to go ahead and be careful with your time, but don't be afraid to start. The whole point of this video is talking about procrastination and how so many people don't ever even get started, or they put it off so long that they've missed out on a lot of money and a lot of time and potentially other opportunities because that opportunity could have led to so many other things. So make sure to go ahead and get started. I don't care how young you are. If you're 12 years old and you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, start now. Yes, you're going to be limited on what you can do right now, but you can still work as an entrepreneur. You think of different ways. Gary Vee was big into garage sales. He even came up with his own trading card company when he was around 12 or 13 years old. So it's never too early to get started. Just get started, and you'll have opportunities coming to you and hitting you in the face all the time once you get started. But definitely stay focused. Definitely get started on the right opportunities and don't put them off for years down the road. Don't make the mistake I've made and lose out on time. And I've missed out on money over the years because I didn't get started. Now, I never regret my time in the fire department. The life experience has definitely gotten me to the point I'm at now. So it was all for a purpose. But with that being said, I wish I would have started as an entrepreneur sooner. Wish I would have started my personal brand sooner. So I don't want you guys to make that mistake and make the mistake of procrastinating. Alright guys, I hope you found insane value in this video. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow personally and financially as well. Please leave me a like on this. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave down in the comments, if you've procrastinated on something, or you're thinking about jumping into something, you just want that added encouragement. Leave in the comments. We're a community here. I'll try to respond to your message, and I'm sure other people in the community will as well. So keep grinding, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.